This one can be done on your own. This is terminology. Okay, this one. This one, giving reasons for your statements. Oh, right. So this one, right? Identify this as a straight line. Therefore, the angles of a straight line should add up to 180, right? So 180. So x plus 135 must equal to 180, right? Why? Because angles on a straight line equals 180. Therefore, x will be equal to 180 minus 135, which is 45 degrees. Right? Okay. This one, same thing, right? But let's quick crash course. It's the FUN, right? The fun angles, where these are equal, corresponding, or corresponding angles are equal. Coint, right? Coint, angles are supplementary, which mean they add up to 180 degrees. And then this is the out angles, or the if you swap this around, this is just a Z, right? So this is the outs angle. Yeah, this angle and this angle are equal, so alternative angles are equal. So let's look at this. Yeah, these should be parallel. Forgot to mention. Right? Okay. Let me keep that over there, actually. Let me just make it a bit smaller. Yeah. Alright. So let's check. I just want to redraw it. Right? We have that. We have that. We have a 25 over here. We have an X. We have a Y. We have a Z. This one and this one here are parallel, right? So let's see if we can do the first one, right? This one and this one are parallel. Is there an F we can make? Well, let's see. We can't make an F this way. We can make an F this way though, right? Where the corresponding angles are equal, right? So then Z equal to 25 degrees. Why? Because corresponding angles are equal, right? All right. Oopsie. Right? So that leaves Z, right? Also, if this is parallel with this, right? That means that this one here is still parallel. Just because this line breaks it up doesn't mean that this one is not parallel, right? If we look at that, can't we see that maybe this is a U, right? That is a U, right? So which means Z plus Y must equal to 180, because what? Coint angles are supplementary, or I don't know if you guys use supplementary, but add up to 180 degrees, right? So then we know what Z is. It's 25 plus Y equals 180 degrees. So Y equal to 180 minus 25, which is equal to 155 degrees. Right, so we should probably add this, right? So this is 25 degrees. This is going to be 155 degrees, right? So this next one has two ways to do it, right? But I think the way they wanted us to do was, because this is x, this was the first one, right? We could notice that this here forms a x, right? And we know that this and this one are equal, and this one are equal, right? So we can say x is equal to 25 degrees. Why? Because of not out vertically opposite angles. Because of vert op angles. Alternatively, you could have said that x plus y is equals to 180 degrees. Why? Because of a straight line, angles on a straight line. On a straight line must equal to 180 degrees, right? We know what, so x would be equal to 180, oh wait, sorry, that'll be x plus, what's y? It's 155, right? 180. So x is equal to 180 minus 155, which is equal to 25 degrees, which is the same. It's a different method, but it's the same answer. All right. For this one, it said that DEG is equal to 90 degrees, which is DEG. DEF, which is DEF, is equal to 5x. And GEF is equal to 3x plus 30. So they want to know the size of GEF, right? So we know currently that GEF is equal to 3x plus 30, right? But we want to know what x is. The way they give out this information normally tells you when you should use it, right? So yeah, they say DEG is equal to 90 degrees and DEF is equal to 5k degrees, right? 5x degrees, sorry. If you look at this actually, right, it might have misled you by making it not look like it, right? But doesn't this look like there's one point and all of these angles are just around this one point, right? Isn't there something that we know about that? Isn't it that angles around a point is equal to what? 360 degrees, right? So we say 90 degrees plus 5x plus 3x plus 30 degrees equal to 360 degrees. And we can work this out. What's 5 plus 8 is 5 plus 3 is 8x. 60 or 360 minus 30 minus 90, that will be equal to 240. Um, 8x, right? The x will be equal to 30 because we're saying, sorry, let me actually show that. 8x divided by 8, 240 divided by 8. Therefore, x will be equal to 30, right? But that's not what they're asking us. We still have to work out what the size of GEF. And GEF is equal to 3x plus, plus 30, right? And we know what x is now, which is going to be 3 times 30 plus 30, which is equal to 3 times 30 is 369, 90 plus 30, 120. degrees. Give you a point for this, point for this. So they will give you a mark for the reason, the statement, or yeah, the equation, the statement, the substitution, and then your value, and then your final answer. All right, let's look at this question. So in the diagram below, line PQ is parallel to RS. Line PQ parallel to RS. Determine, state and reasons the value of X, which is, this is the only one with X currently, right? So let's see. Remember, FUN, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, this one. Because angles are fun. So let's see. Is there any way we can do a F? We can do a F like this, but no, can't do one like that. Is there any other way we can do an F? Let's see. We had one like that, yes. But we have one like this, right? We said that this angle and this angle are equal. But hey, look at this. We got 50 degrees is equal to 2x plus 10 degrees. Why? Because curve, right, all corresponding angles are equal, right? So let's solve this. Move the 10 to that side. Be 50 minus 10 is equal to 2x plus 10 minus 10, right? These two cancel each other out. That'll be 40. That'll be 2x. Move x to the other side, right? 2x divided by 2 is equal to 40 divided by 2, which is going to be x is equal to 20, right? So let's say x is equal to 20. Awesome. Copy this down. Right. Let's check out y. So yeah, they give us two things, right? They give us that we can either use alternative angles, right? Where this forms a z or n, right? Where y plus 40 is equal to 3y minus 20 because of alternative angles are equal. You could do another method where you get this angle of the triangle, right? And then you get then you use the angles of a straight line to determine what y is, but it's a longer method. It's still doable. It's a longer method that's just going to give you the same result, right? So let's see. The y is on the one side, so that's y minus 40. Y minus 3y is equal to minus 20 minus 40. That's going to be minus 2y. That's going to be minus 60. Let's get rid of the minuses. So we can divide by minus 2, minus 2. Y will be equal to, oh, this cancels and this cancels out. This and this cancel each other out. So it's what, 60 divided by 2? 30. Awesome. You'll probably get a mark for this substitution, and you're working out your answer. Alright. Prove with reasons that AB is parallel to CD. Well, let's see. So if these are parallel, right, then if we make an F, we'll say this and this are going to be equal, right? I think that's the most simplest one, because this F here, right? But now we have to prove that that x is equal to 115. How do we prove that? Well, the straight line reason, right, doesn't require for parallelness. So if we say x plus 65 is equal to 180, why? Because of angles on a straight line. You can then work out what x is going to be 180 minus 65, which is 115, right, degrees. Therefore, AB is parallel to CDY because the corresponding angles are equal.